So you clicked on my video. It's your boy SOS LONEWolf in the building. SOS stand for Save Our Souls. I'm tapping into my power. That's all that is. Appreciate you tuning in. We live from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. And this video is going to be about SR Rage. All of this truth and all of these downloads that you're getting that, you know, at first enrage you. So let's get this started. Realizing that your past life was you in your lowest form. Now you finally realize why you was around certain people and felt like you couldn't shake them. Dealing with certain things, maybe because you just wanted to be a good friend, like me, for instance. Let's talk about me. Had this friend, was in a toxic relationship, always coming to me for advice. I would always give it to him, thinking that he would listen, but really, my words never stuck. He'd come back and do the same thing and tell me a bunch of BS about his relationship. So finally, things got worse enough to the point where he finally was like, "Oh, you right." I had another friend. This dude let people walk all over him. I told him to stop letting people do that to him because they see that he's weak or being weak, right? Still would let him do it. Never really listened, but still come and complain to me. I'm like, why am I around people like this? Girlfriend I had, always complaining. Told her to stop complaining. Give her solutions. Wouldn't take them. Still complain about the same things. Told her I didn't like complaining. Still complain. Was insecure. Told her she was beautiful. She didn't need to, you know, dress in certain kind of ways. Post certain kind of pictures on the gram, or even wear makeup. Still didn't listen, but yet she's in a relationship with me. There's a lot of things in my past life, you know, and my lower nature that didn't make no sense to me then that make all of the sense to me now. I was in my lowest form, attracting people in their lowest form that I had no business around because I had no business being in my lowest form. I had no business being that low vibration. But it all makes sense. Habits I had was whack. Bunch of smoking for nothing. Just cause. Bunch of playing the video game. Right? Never really took nothing serious. Was about to probably just let my whole life pass me by. Really not be about nothing. So where at this point in my life, I'm thankful that my mom kicked me out. Because that was my wake-up call that I needed, because everything changed from me being in the homeless shelter. I learned about SR while I was homeless. Started practicing SR while I was homeless. And still trying to shake my past mentality because was low-key simping over the joint in the building. Even though it got to a point where it was mutual. But still, I had no business worried about no women. I was supposed to just stay focused. But instead, I was, you know, trying to see if I could use the SR to get me to get with that girl that worked in the shelter. So I now also realized why that happened. I was still low vibrational, shaking off that low vibrational way of me worshiping women. Right? Come on, man. Them days is over with, though, because I understand why I was moving like that, and I know you do too. And it could enrage you, like, you always with all that time around these people, I ain't had no business around. You know what I'm saying? Now you know, bro. It's all good. You know, the truth you start to see while you are now living outside of your lustful mind. Really, you was never in your mind. You was always thinking with your mans. Right? He led the way. Even if you had a thought, if he felt strongly, if you know what I mean, about something, then you felt strongly about it and you was going in that direction because that's your safe haven. That was everybody's safe haven at one point. The website or a female that you was highly sexually attracted to. You would give you all of that situation. You got dudes out here that have completely disappeared from their family and friends when they in that relationship that they having great sex in. But when the sex dumbed down because they done overused it so much from, you know, being addicted to getting the dopamine rush, and you realize that your whole life was about your next dopamine hit, literally, and everything, from the videos you was watching on the website to the things you did every day, which is why you had more fun playing the video game than even doing things in real life that you should have been doing. That would have helped you, live a better life as a young G, OG. You get it. You also start to realize once you learn about something like semen retention, that there's no going back. You could try to fight it, maybe struggling with relapsing, whether it be with a girl, women that you still got a rotation, or the website. You realize, you got that, you always gonna have it in the back of your mind, like I may need to go lone wolf and lock in with myself. Spend all of these years already moving like this, and now I know better. So it's gonna hit different when you make irresponsible decisions when you know better. So keep that in mind, and do yourself a favor and take your life serious now. I would advise you to do that, because I'm doing the same. All I do is meditate, self-affirm, right? And make sure my habits is straight. I'm detoxing from the TV, from bad music that was affirming things within, my consciousness that subconsciously attract things in my life. That's what it'll do. I can't get this song out of my head. And you realize you attracting bad things from listening to this bad music. And watching TV shows you don't need to be watching, because what you watch, you download it. Every decision that you make, you start to realize that you got to take responsibility for it, man. And that could be tough. It could put a little weight on your shoulders, but trust me, you carry that around, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get big. This is what men do. We do what's uncomfortable to become greater men. Keep that in mind. Realize everybody around you is weak. I will say everybody, but you know what I mean. Because everybody is living in lust, controlled by, sex. Everybody. You realize she won't get with a certain dude unless he can provide a certain kind of lifestyle and, a certain type of experience in the bedroom. It's not even about if son got real character. Most of these dudes ain't got no real character. Most of these dudes think being solid is being tough because they weak and vulnerable and insecure on the low, and being tough is their way of masking it. All of these things you realizing couldn't raise you. Realizing that you lived your whole life basically a lie. It was a lie, it was an illusion, it was a simulation you was living in. You was a part of the simulation that the elites created for you to live in, because they knew with the traps that they set for you that they would catch you like a rat trap. And that then, you would smell the cheese, you would get caught by the rat trap, right? And you would follow a trail that they set for you to get trapped in the state trap. That's what the simulation is. You keep people living in lust, which causes them to live in fear of really doing what they want to do, because they living in lust all day. And then they just submit to society, work BS jobs for their whole life, never really do what they want to do, and go to the grave with all of their dreams and aspirations. The simulation. You realize when you get out the mix that you are no longer a part of that simulation, and now you're getting all these downloads, you going within, you separating, and you got all of the heart and the courage to do what you really need to do, because you have more self-respect. And you choose the people that you hang around wisely, the women, right? Just every decision that you make, you're taking more responsibility. So it's going to push you on a different level than the average man. Which should come with a responsibility, because you'll realize that you'll get gang stalked and people will be insecure around you. Because, I do believe to an extent we are a reflection. Everybody's a reflection of each other. So that's where the gang stalking and the jealousy will come from. They will notice qualities about you that they know that they either want or should have. So keep that in mind. Realize that most kids wouldn't even be born if it wasn't for retention. I mean, do I need to get too deep into that? You know, you realize that most of these guys suffer from ED. And anytime they joint actually finally do get hard, oh yeah, they gotta go to her. They gotta go mess with her. Or they gotta go release this seed real quick, and they just releasing all of their masculine energy. It's crazy, right? Even women releasing all of their feminine energy, which is the cause of a lot of women being overly masculine, overly aggressive. Because they releasing all of their feminine energy playing with toys they don't need to be playing with. Right? It goes deep. Even with women submitting to society, with, you know, doing things like OnlyFans, doing things like being on, you know, the website, the XXX and all that, you know, being on the internet, showing their body to everybody because they are really weak and vulnerable, and they need your validation in order to live another day. They need to know that it's a guy out here that's gonna spank his meat, and that makes her feel like a woman. It makes her feel better about herself by literally sabotaging other men, but she don't know what she's doing. And just like these men don't know what they're doing because they seeking these things. Us as men, we not even worried about the women on the internet that's conducting themselves in the right way. We going straight to the stripper page. We going straight to the porn star page. You know, we going straight to the page where she got her OnlyFans and all that, promoting her OnlyFans. That's how we used to live. So where now you can't wait to get that kind of woman that knows how to conduct herself, that wouldn't dare expose herself on the internet because she knows that is beneath her. Can't wait to get around a woman that's just feminine and is going would love to submit to your masculine energy because she's seeking it. In this world that we live in, this corrupt generation, it'll make you guys appreciate each other more. So that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing, right? You on retention, you got dudes out here that's pretty frustrated with the fact that they're getting all this woman attraction. The one side of dudes that are in it for that, and the other side of dudes, along with myself, how I first felt about it. You know, all these women that, you know, attracted to you, giving you these looks and getting you tempted, and you like, I'm trying to be on my ish, and you know, here she is, you know, giving me all this attraction, but they can't help it. They doing it subconsciously. Your pheromones, which is what your body uses to, you know, attract a high quality mate, meaning high quality, meaning not money or fashion, but fertility. She's fertile and you fertile, so you guys are attracting each other. And even if she's not fertile, you're fertile. So your pheromones is just always, you know, they're getting stronger as days go by, and that's what your body uses to attract a mate for you without you having to do anything. You feel me? And just knowing all of these things about just being a man and what happens if you addicted to the website, addicted to ejaculation, addicted to pointless intercourse, and then the opposite of being addicted to greatness, like practicing celibacy, going lone wolf, practicing seed retention, and you realize you are a totally different person. Like show me this video as an 18-year-old, and I'll show you this face. Like I could only imagine seeing myself right now at 18, 19. I'd be like, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Could I download that character right now? You know what I'm saying? Word. You realize your aura is your drip. You know? You got dudes out here that's on retention and shopping at Walmart, thrift shop. I don't care about the drip, because you start to realize I could wear whatever I want to. I got the glow. I got the pheromones. My eyes is vibrant. You know, my vibe is vibrant. I don't got to do much of anything but come outside and just, you know, carry myself with respect how I know I need to be doing now. And I'm pretty much good. I don't, you know, I'm straight. You save a lot of money now. You know you don't need the weed no more to psych you out. You know you don't need the liquor, the cigarettes, whatever you was into. Now you sober. Totally different. Even some of your friends that you may have around you, even family, like, they notice it. If they ain't tell you and they give you certain looks, that is them telling you that they notice. Trust me. And silence speaks volumes. Know that. You feel me? Now, these is some of the things I just want to put into perspective about things that could, enrage you, or things that could even motivate you to continue. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't want to make this video too long. It's your boy SOS Lone Wolf, live from Brooklyn. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Peace and love. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. If you're struggling and having a hard time, just know, man, remind yourself that you a king. Be aware of what you are telling yourself on a daily basis. Stay positive at all times, man, because you a king. Know that. Peace and love.